Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto Vice 3. Vice 3. I'm the Mysterious JG, and last time we drove Tony, Luigi, and Joey to Don Salvatore's house. Had a little meeting. Don Salvatore told us he saw nothing but good things in our future. Now, well, you know, we're probably still a little angry at our girlfriend who killed us, or tried to kill us, but we're making good things happen. Maybe we can learn to forgive and forget about that, and just get in good with the Italian Mafia. We haven't even told them about our awesome bulletproof cheetah. Bet they'll be thrilled to learn about it. Chaperone.
The fellas need to talk business, so you're gonna look after my girl for the evening. Hey, Maria, move your butt. Dumb broad does this every time. And here she is, the one and only Queen of Sheba. What were you doing up there? Whatever it was, I bet it cost me money.
Well, you don't think I hang around here for the conversation, do you?
Get in the car and keep your big mouth shut. Take the limo, but bring it back in one piece, you hear me? And watch her. She can be trouble.
Yeah. I'm sure your new lapdog has everything covered. And isn't he big and strong? Hey, Fido, let's go visit Chico and get some party treats. He's at the rail station at the Chinatown waterfront, I think.
Yeah, let's go to Chinatown, where everyone's going to try to murder us. Fido is a name that people use for the protagonist for a while, but it's obviously not his name. But that was, like, I think maybe the only name anyone ever calls him is this character, Maria, I think, calls him Fido once. Are we actually going to get to scroll? No? Okay. Yeah, I think her name's Maria. She calls us Fido this one time. She's a bigger character than Misty, although I kind of wish Misty was a bigger character. She talks enough for both of us, but she's not talking at all right now. It's like, sorry, we're putting on classical music, young lady. I think you need to learn culture. Probably the best way to get to the Chinatown waterfront is just to get on the main drag and stay out of the guts of Chinatown for as long as we can. Now, plot-wise, I've no doubt we're going to get attacked by the Triad, because that's kind of what's happening at this point in the story. Not sure why the Don is okay with us taking her to Chinatown, but he was there. He heard her plans. He didn't say anything. But, you know, she's trouble, apparently. The Don apparently loves her anyway? Question mark? She's his girl. Seems a little young for him. I don't know. He's the Don. You notice Joey wasn't in the scene. Oh, okay, we're actually...
Magnificent. A very emotional piece, this next one. Molto adagio.
Okay, closer to it than I thought. Hey, Chico.
Ah, mira, it's my favorite lady. You're looking for some fun? A little champagne?
Hey, Chico. Nah, just the usual.
Here you go, lady.
I'd like you
Hey,
to do the
maybe you
viaduct
should check
sequence
out
with
the warehouse
Groucho.
party at the east end of Atlantic Keys.
Thanks, Chico. See you around.
Gracias. And enjoy. That's the stop.
I hope you enjoy riding around in your beat-up limo. I guess she calls you Fido more than once. But she's the only character who calls you Fido, because it's clearly not your name. But yeah, until fans... I guess he gets called something in San Andreas when the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto 3 as kind of a cutesy Easter egg appears in a mission in San Andreas. And a real name is given for him, because I guess it was just a pain in the ass for him not to have one. This is real rave party music that we're listening to right now. I'm trying to give you culture. Like, shut up, Fido. You don't talk. Nobody wants you to start now. Capiche? Or maybe we aren't going to get in trouble with the triads. Maybe we'll have some other issue. Maybe we'll have something where we get on drugs and then we have to drive around.
Alright, fine. You wait here and look after the car while I go and shake my butt, right?
Sounds fun. And I don't see Triad approaching.
In the Navy.
In the Navy.
I've tried everything, and I just couldn't keep those extra 200 pounds off. It started to affect my marriage.
She was too big for me. And I'll sleep with her.
Uh-oh.
My mouth sewn up, my hands chopped off. You name it, I've tried it.
Yeah, except for exercising and eating right, Porky.
That's right. Using a new technology called biorhythmic subconscious command method only one exercise if you want to just wrapping your arms around special high voltage electric blanket.
She's standing in... Okay, yeah, I was just waiting for her to get in the car.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even ruin a romantic cruise.
Oh, will you?
Call Dormatron now at 1-800-SLEEP-OFF-LARG or visit www.
So, fighting the cops is just going to get us in more trouble. I was just going to the map to see where we're supposed to go. There is no map in this game, so I don't know if we're taking her to Sal's or where.
And not.
More Americans are realizing if
What's
you don't have the
Rasmus?
latest and greatest technological devices, you will fall behind.
I didn't upgrade my personal organizer, and 2 days later I was diagnosed with a terminal illness.
Yeah, that's probably my problem. I should have updated my organizer.
And they'll set you up with all your
So anyway, the cops are two stars is the lowest, least hostile cop rating you're going to get that won't go away with time. So they're not making it as hard as they could on us, but yeah, they're definitely setting it up so that hey, Dawn, I led the cops straight to your house. Is that okay? Is that what you wanted?
You can find it at House of Tomorrow.
Oh, never mind it. I guess it magically disappeared when we got in range.
House of
So she's going to report that I did a great job, or just not even report that anything happened at all?
I enjoyed myself for the first time in a long while, and you treated me really good with respect and everything.
I didn't say a word.
I'll see you around, I hope.
So, I guess it's okay if the Mafia Don's girlfriend likes us, but maybe we need to be careful just how much the Mafia Don's girlfriend likes us. Oh, I'm just throwing that out there. Like having a nice friendly relationship, like honestly, even having a nice friendly relationship with the Mafia Don's girlfriend, there may be a reason she doesn't feel like she... Oh, okay. Good luck with that, Copper. There may be a reason she doesn't have a lot of friends who she has fun with as the Mafia Don's girlfriend. Girlfriends are probably fine. Probably not that many guys that she's allowed to hang out with, just guessing. So let's go throw down a save, and we'll see what Tony has for us to do to increase the hostility of the Triads. I don't remember there being a point where we beat the Triads down so bad that they stop appearing in Chinatown and attacking us. I think for the rest of the game, even between missions, when we're driving through Chinatown, it will always be dangerous. But I might be wrong, and to that end,
I saw Saturday Night Beaver, and did you know those little fellas never take a break?
let's actually
Just go dance a damn bit.
let's actually see if we can do some more missions for Tony and get the Mafia to overpower the Triads. There is a game called Chinatown Wars where I think you can work for the Triads. I've never played that game. I think it's weird. It's for like Game Boy Advance or something. It's not. I think it's more similar in play style to the earlier Grand Theft Auto games. It's a top-down perspective. Okay. Important export garage. Portland Harbor. We have orders for various vehicles. Check. our notice board for our requirements. Oh, neat. That is something I meant to get going. That could be... Well, I mean, I've mentioned my... getting, goofing around playing video games with some bourbon and coke in my hand is kind of gone now because I'm on antibiotics that are going to react extremely poorly with alcohol. And I will say that when I bothered to get bourbon and coke going here as part of my quarantine, dealing with everything I'm dealing with, just cut loose once every 2 weeks and have bourbon and coke, was kind of having a lot of bourbon and coke, and sometimes more bourbon than coke. So yeah, something real simple like these car deal, the car theft missions are kind of critical, so that I would have something to do while getting stupid. But now I just have to figure, is this something I feel like doing at all? Is it something I want to do on screen? Is it something I want to do between recordings? I mean, I can work on it while watching riff tracks and shit. Because I think in general, it's probably not that exciting to watch. But what I don't remember is where these missions actually initiate. Oh, here we go. This looks right. Secure Car, Ballista, Moonbeam, Mr. Whoopi. Yeah, some of these are a lot harder than others. And I know where to get a coach. I don't know where to get a bus, actually. I know where to get a coach, but not a bus. Mafia Sentinel is not part of the list, unfortunately. Because that would have been an easy one. So I got a text I wanted to check out. But I do know where to get a coach, so let's see if I can get a coach and then find my way back here without just getting lost. Oh, that actually looks like... do we need a pony or a rumpo? Because I think that's one of them. Yeah. So we can get this one. I don't even remember what this does. I mean, I guess it just gives you cash. This is a pony. I think you just get cash. Alright, so that's the pony done. Rumpo, Bus, Dodo, Bobcat, Yankee, Mule, Ballista, Secure Car, Moonbeam, Coach. Some of these I've come across, some of them I've not. I mentioned earlier, it's probably not worth trying to keep a Mr. Whoopi around because it's going to be a long time before that unlocks. Yeah, I didn't realize this unlocks earlier than I thought. I would have put off doing Diablo dudes missions. I don't think Perennial was on the list. This might be a Ballista. I think Ballista is on the list.
Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth.
I don't remember that being on the list.
Hey, sometimes you need a little help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
After the divorce and losing little Tommy, life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything.
So
after trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
I do know where to find a coach. I'm just a little disoriented. It's going to be this way. Go past here. Oh, actually, that is a flatbed. That is one of the things we need as well. Yeah, maybe we'll just spend the video working on this stuff. You can get a little taste of what it's like. We won't obviously complete the list. Oh, this is not a flatbed. This is a line runner, but it's still one of the ones that we need for that. I don't know if it was a good idea to leave the So it might have been I could... Oh, no, this is the wrong way, for sure. This is the wrong way. But, yeah, there's certain vehicles that they don't spawn commonly on the road, but there's a specific place to go get them, and there's others you can't. Like Mr. Whoopi is one. I'm probably going to have to check a guide and see, is there a way to get a Mr. Whoopi to spawn? Actually, it probably was not necessary to come all the way around this way to get to the place, but... And, like, if we're trying to get in to be a big operator in the Mafia, I don't know why we're bothering with this particular enterprise, but it's here to be done. Actually, something I did off screen that I haven't showcased in this yet is a side mission that involves blowing up Mafia cars, so that's probably not one we'd be bragging about to them. So again, all this is really giving you is money, and there's not that much that we can even use money for at this point, but...
Young man,
Because what... I've got all of the hidden packages except one. Which is obviously not normally something you would get at this stage. It's just something I did to cheese the game a bit. But otherwise, all you can spend money on this game, because it doesn't have the property system of later games, is... Let's see what kind of truck this is. I believe this is not going to be... Mule. Was Mule one of them? I don't remember.
Talk about my tall stuff. I think I'll put this on the top shelf. Hey, what's the weather like down there? How's it going, shortstop? Can you get that? You're closer. Why so sad, Pee-wee? Who do you think you are?
I'm not sure what that was, but... Well, I guess a mule is one of them. I think otherwise it doesn't open. It might open and say, we don't want that one, you dumbass. Yeah, we're already making decent progress, but, I mean, I know for a fact Dodo is not going to be available until the last island, and... You can drive it like a car on the roads, but man, that's a long trip to turn that thing in. So, I mean, we'll do these as I come across them, but yeah, there's no early completion of this. So the last thing I'll do is, since I remember where it is I'll get a coach. And as we come across rare vehicles like the non-coach bus, because there is a just bus called Bus, we will, as we come across them, we'll deliver them. If I find a Mr. Whoopi at random, I'll deliver it. I know where to get a Patriot, but it's connected to a side mission, although probably you can just ignore the side mission and turn it in.
You mean the Lone Star State? Oh, taxes.
You mean the Lone Star State? Drive our empty stolen coach bus that we are selling while listening to awesome Rasta music. You all running over people like crazy. Didn't really mean to, just to kind of notice them. Yankee, Bobcat, Dodo, Bus, Rumpo. Rumpos are kind of uncommon, but not that uncommon. Moonbeam, kind of uncommon, not that uncommon. Trashmaster, I know where to find a Patriot. Trashmaster, Mr. Whoopi, Secure Card, those tend to only pop up when you're doing firefighter missions. I may end up doing firefighter missions off screen, even though I've already got the rewards for it, just because... like, unusual vehicles will spawn as the thing that you need to put the fire out on, you know? Check out the Zeppelin. So, okay, well, I guess the cops just watched us steal this car because they were okay with us, and then that brought their attention back on us. You know, I know there's a Patriot right here. Let me just get it so I don't have to think about it later. And this Patriot is, when we get into it, there's going to be like a side, like a little checkpoint race that it triggers that I don't care about. So Patriot Playground.
Hello, you are on
5 minutes to collect 15 checkpoints, and we collect them in any order. Pass through the first checkpoint to start the timer. Each checkpoint will credit you with 20 seconds. So I don't care. I don't think you get anything for this other than you complete it, you get money, and then if you do it again and beat your previous best time, you get more money.
Okay, thanks for calling. Now that we've lost
It's a nice vehicle, but I've only got room to store one. Like, it's durable and fairly fast. It's based on the... I mean, it's supposed to be a Humvee, but it's also... Oh, for crying out loud, it won't let me do it while I'm in the middle of a... You bailed, too tough for you? Yeah, it's way too tough. That's right, I'm a big pussy. Now take the frickin' Patriot. So I wouldn't actually take it till I had officially failed that mission, but now I failed it, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... So I'm about a third of the way through the list. So if I get into a Ballista, Moonbeam... I don't even remember what a Yankee or a Bobcat are. Bobcat's a pickup truck. Yeah, if I happen to find one of those, I'll turn it in. But for now... Yeah, I need to get back and save my game. There's probably not enough... This video might be a little on the short side. There's probably not really enough time to do a whole mission now.
Head-to-head 3D virtual reality poker, literally anywhere.
If it's a flash in the pan technology of absolutely no,
And I got a couple of...
you can find it at House of Tomorrow.
Damn it, that might be one of the vans.
Technology makes life worth living. House
The vans all look pretty similar, so it's kind of hard to tell which one is the... Because we already gave them the pony, but if this is a Moonbeam or a Rumpo, we should turn it in. And this is the pony. I thought it was a pony. You got a license? Stretch Armstrong now in the world? I think this is just another pony. I'll be doing this now for a while.
A blessing.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing this for a while. This will make things a little goofy. Stallion's a good car, but I don't recall seeing it on the list. Could be wrong. Oh, I think that actually is one of the other vans. The one with that little window on the back.
Well, it might be, but it is the holiest, most sacrosanct thing you imagine.
Yeah, I think this actually is a different one. Yeah, the Rumpo. Rumpo of the Bailey. It's a British TV show. It's too old and not quite goofy and wacky and zany enough to be really popular in America, but I always liked it. Guy was married to his wife, whom he always referred to as she who must be obeyed. Tended to quote Wordsworth to the irritation of all of his co-workers in the Old Bailey, etc., etc. There you go, Rumpo delivered in the Navy. So I'll know Trashmaster, Mr. Whoopi when I see them, and a security guard. Ballista, Moonbeam, Yankee Bobcat, Dodo, and Bus. I don't remember what a Yankee is. I know what a Bobcat is. It's a pickup truck. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. And a Ballista is kind of a normal car that I just haven't happened to run across over here. Pretty much everything else on the list is kind of like specialist weird vehicle though. So I probably don't need to worry too much about coming across. Like a Moonbeam, I might not recognize a Moonbeam when I see it. I'm going to have to hop on the old FAQ and see if a Moonbeam is parked anywhere, like that just default has a Moonbeam. You don't usually see Patriots in the wild, so I'm wondering if Yankee is some kind of alternate Patriot. It is not. This is just a Patriot. Okay. So if I see a weird-looking van, I might check to see if it's a Moonbeam. That might be a Bobcat right there.
What are you doing?
It is. All right. So the thing that I thought I was only going to do for a minute or two continues.
You're tuned to live
It's just one big list, though. It's not quite like in Vice City where they have like 4 different lists, because Dodo and Mr. Whoopi, like those, that's as rare as you're gonna get. Dodo actually does spawn, and it's in a specific place. You don't have to drive around. You won't find them randomly spawning on the roads. It's an airplane. But yeah, Mr. Whoopi and Trashmaster, that's pretty unusual. So they're all. It's like this list already features the oddball cars. I don't think there's going to be another list when we finish it. And the bonus, I'm assuming, is just going to be... Oh, you know what? The bonus might be connected to the Rhino. I think the Rhino spawns in this very specific place, but only if you've done something first. And I don't remember, and I might be way off base, but it might be that you get the Rhino by completing all the vehicles. Because it's not on the list of vehicles you need to obtain, but it is obtainable, and it's obviously a pretty big deal to get in this game. Because this game doesn't have the Hunter, which means the Rhino is, by default, the biggest, baddest vehicle that you can get. I know I've said it before, but we are well and truly heading back to headquarters to save. I don't remember what a moonbeam looks like, so I can't really keep my eyes peeled for the moonbeam. I mean, that might be it there, but I think that's just a pony. Oh, I thought that was going to be a simpler deal than it was. I really don't want to die at this point because I've done a lot of work. Like, I would have to take the death and then lose all that ammo for the Woppets because I'm not loading after I stole all those cars and lose all that progress. But a Blista is just a regular old car that we haven't happened to come across. I don't know what but most of the other things on the list, I either don't know what they are or I don't know where to actually get one to spawn. And as I think I've already mentioned, yeah, now I'm kicking myself for having done that mission where we get a Mr. Whoopi. Because I could have just found a way to fail that mission and then suddenly Diablo cars are everywhere. Could have just found a way to fail that mission and then have used that Mr. Whoopi. Make sure I still got my awesome bulletproof car. I do. Alright. So this mission will be just a little on the short side, but our video. But we're going to call it here, and when we come back next time, I would imagine, unless we get distracted by more cars for the impound lot, or export import lot, blah, 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 we're going to do some... probably kill some triads for Tony. Catch you then.